my dear viewers, this is Samar Marit from my channel Muslim Motivation. Welcome to another episode. Well, first of all, I wish you all a blessed month of Ramadan. May we all gain more Iman and Taqwa and become more calm and happy and healthy, gain more health, gain more wealth, become happier and more successful. Well, today's topic is about don't digitalize everything. And I mean that today we are all carrying a smartphone with us. So it's already collecting a lot of data and we are doing it freely. I mean, not everybody has to have a WhatsApp or Facebook and Instagram. I mean, remember what Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, once said. I mean, we are all being spied on. Remember somebody like Edward Snowden, who was a spy for the NSA and is now a fugitive. So the governments and a lot of those agencies are already spying on all of us, so we don't have to be more transparent than before. What do I mean? I mean that since 2020, the governments, and as me living here in Germany and in Europe, they are all encouraging you to just pay with these digital currencies. When you go to a supermarket, there was already a sign, please don't pay cash. Why? Why shouldn't I pay cash? I mean, am I criminal if I say, no, I don't want to be transparent too much? I don't want the banks or the governments to know which supermarket I'm going or what am I buying? Nobody is the normal citizen. I mean, when Edward Snowden back then said that the normal US citizen is being spied on and their data are collected, there was nobody, a traitor of the state or somebody against the free democracy there. And when I'm saying I don't want to be totally transparent and I want to pay with cash, it doesn't mean that I'm a terrorist. It doesn't mean that I'm money laundering. It doesn't mean that I am criminal belonging to a mafia clan. I mean, in 2020, the law of Germany changed for buying gold. Look, I mean, back then, even the US dollar was backed by the gold. Today, the Fed is just printing money. And the market is overflown with just this printed money. Nothing is really backed by gold. So in 2020, Germany's law changed. Before, you could buy gold anonymously up until 10,000 euros. And before that, you could even buy until up to 14,999 euros. And now, if you buy above 2,000 euros of gold, it's already been registered. Your whole identity has to be saved by those gold sellers, and they have to somehow send it to the government, or maybe not now, but maybe later if the government asks for it. So why does they need to know that? And what is the real reason that I cannot buy any gold anymore anonymously? Is it that I belong to a mafia? Is it that I belong to the terrorists, or am I that criminal? Those restrictions are somehow only restricting us normal citizens, because the mafia or the terrorists or those criminal groups, they will circumvent, they will learn to dodge, they will find a way to launder their money. But it's the normal citizen that is so much pressurized. If you want to buy here in Germany real estate, if you want to buy a property, you have to go to the notary. It has the whole purchase. It has to have the contract has to be notarized. So nowadays, if you go to a notary, he has a list over 10 to 15 pages of names which begin with Muhammad and Yusuf and Umar and Hussein and Ali. What's that? These are the people, or this is a list, somehow it's like a list of a terrorist list to me, which they have to control whether you belong to those names. And if you belong to a certain family name, well, then they are not allowed to make this contract. And somehow even the notary has to spy for the government. And it changed since October 2020 here in Germany. I mean, what's going on? There are so many restrictions. And look at our 500 euro bill. You cannot get it anywhere. I go to the bank. I used to carry one always with me inside of my wallet, and it's very beautiful. It's pink. So when I go now to the bank and I say, could you please give me a 500 euro bill? No, they cannot give it. They are allowed to take it from you, but they are not allowed to give it. Why? Do they want to change the whole currency, the whole cash, our fiat money into this digital currency, because then they can control everything? So I sometimes I listen to some people, some mothers, they say, oh, I'm so proud, my son is only paying through Apple Pay and Google Pay and only paying with his mobile phone. Well, you shouldn't be so proud of him being so modern and up to date, because one day you will realize that everything is being controlled. I mean, right now, the governments here in Europe and also in US and in a lot of other European countries, they are saying, sit at home, have your home office, and we are paying you a small amount of money so that you won't die out of hunger. But on the other hand, we control that everything. You have to show us everything. And if I say I want to live freely in this democratic country, it's not that I'm criminal when I say that. But you have to realize that cash is really king in this case. You have to have a certain amount of cash and buy some gold and buy some silver and have some alternatives, really, because this is so important for today. There are so many changes of law happening all around this corona pandemic that are happening behind the scenes that we don't know about. And we should gain more knowledge and gain more wisdom and inform through alternative news and sources. So I hope that you realize that it's really important to don't digitalize everything. Don't let everything and everybody collect so much data from you. It's not wrong, and you are not a criminal, you are not a terrorist, you are not against the democratic state, and you are not a traitor of your state when you say, no, I want to have my cash, I don't want to be so transparent, I don't want the governments to know everything. This is your right. You should wake up. Thank you. Wassalam.